The ocean covers more than 70% of our planet. At first glance, it seems like a vast, quiet, and almost endless place. But some parts of it hide some of the most dangerous and extreme places in the world. Places where the current is so strong, it's almost impossible for a swimmer to escape. Places where the sea's behavior suddenly changes without warning. Remote places where it's almost impossible for humans to survive, and where even modern ships sometimes disappear without a trace. In this video, let's discover the top 10 most dangerous places in the entire ocean. We won't be talking about legends or folk tales, but about real, well-studied, and documented places that, for various reasons, have gained a terrifying reputation. Get ready, because from now on, we're going to some of the most dangerous parts of the ocean. But before we start, if you're new to our channel, make sure to subscribe so you'll always stay updated on videos like this. Number 10. Sargasso Sea. In the middle of the North Atlantic, there is a unique sea unlike any other in the world. It is not directly surrounded by any coastline. Instead, the Sargasso Sea is formed and bordered only by ocean currents, and it spans millions of square kilometers. Its most remarkable feature is the massive cluster of floating seaweed called sargassum. In some areas, they form vast carpets on the surface of the sea. For many centuries, this place has caused fear among sailors. In 1492, Christopher Columbus already described these waters as strange and calm. The lack of wind in some areas, along with the abundance of floating algae, caused fear that ships might get trapped and be unable to move in the middle of the vast ocean. Today, we know that the Sargasso Sea is not particularly dangerous for modern navigation, but it remains an extraordinary place. The floating algae catch various things on the surface of the water, from natural debris to plastic. Because of this, a unique ecosystem is formed where species that are not usually seen in other parts of the ocean live. Number 9. North Sea. It may look like an ordinary sea compared to other oceans, but the North Sea is one of the most dangerous seas in Europe. It is located between the coasts of the United Kingdom, Scandinavia, and continental Europe. Some of the strongest storms in the Atlantic are found here. These cause short, steep, and unpredictable waves. Historically, this has been the site of numerous shipwrecks. In 1953, a powerful storm surge combined with a severe storm caused widespread flooding in the Netherlands and the United Kingdom. More than 2,000 people lost their lives because of what happened. Even in recent years, sailing and fishing here remain dangerous because of rapidly changing weather and low visibility. In addition, the North Sea is full of oil platforms, gas pipelines, and busy shipping routes, which further increase the risk in case of an accident. It may not be the strongest or most violent storm in the world, but the combination of cold weather, sudden storms, and intense human activity makes it a difficult and dangerous environment, even for experienced sailors. Number 8. Java Sea. The Java Sea is located between the islands of Indonesia, in one of the most geologically active regions in the world. Beneath its waters, several tectonic plates meet, making earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and tsunamis common in the area. One of the most devastating events happened in 1883, when the eruption of the Krakatoa volcano created massive waves that struck and destroyed entire coastal areas. Aside from natural hazards, this sea has also witnessed many historic shipwrecks. During World War II, the Battle of the Java Sea ended with the destruction of several Allied forces' ships, and the remains of some of these vessels are still at the bottom of the sea to this day. Many of these wrecks have partially disappeared in recent decades due to the illegal scavenging of ship parts. At present, the Java Sea remains an important route where cargo ships and oil tankers frequently pass through. The shallow waters, limited visibility, and unpredictable natural events mean this seemingly calm sea hides dangers beneath its surface. Number 7. Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle is located between Florida, Puerto Rico, and the Bermuda Islands. For many decades, it has been considered one of the most mysterious places in the world because it is associated with the disappearance of ships and airplanes that are said to have no clear explanation. Its story became even more popular in the 20th century because of books and media that portrayed it as a place where the laws of nature didn't seem to apply. But many famous cases have documented explanations. The region experiences strong tropical storms, sudden changes in weather, and very powerful currents, including the Gulf Stream. In addition, with so many ships and planes passing through, it's only natural that the likelihood of accidents also increases. At present, there is no solid evidence that the Bermuda Triangle is more dangerous than other parts of the North Atlantic with similar conditions. With similar conditions, there is also no solid evidence regarding magnetic anomalies or supernatural occurrences. However, the story of the Bermuda Triangle shows how the combination of the ocean, ever-changing weather, and human error can create some of the longest-lasting mysteries in the history of navigation. Number 6. Tasman Sea. The Tasman Sea separates Australia and New Zealand, and it is known as one of the most unpredictable seas in the Southern Hemisphere. Different types of air masses meet here, that's why the weather can change suddenly. The once calm sea can become a dangerous environment in just a few hours, with strong winds and gigantic waves. Throughout history, this has been the site of many shipwrecks, especially in the 19th century when it was an important route for commercial trade. Conflicting waves, complex currents, and sudden storms often catch ships off guard, leaving them with little time to react. To this day, the reputation of the Tasman Sea remains. Ocean races, like the famous Sydney to Hobart yacht race, have experienced serious accidents due to severe storms. It may not be the coldest or roughest sea in the world. Its ability to become dangerous without warning is the reason why it is one of the parts of the ocean sailors respect most. Number 5. Bering Sea. The Bering Sea is located between Alaska and Russia and is known as one of the most dangerous seas in the world, especially for those who work there. For most of the year, it is covered with ice and experiences extreme cold and strong winds, and storms that can suddenly arrive with almost no warning. Here, a single mistake can be very costly. It became even more well-known because of the extremely high number of accidents that occur in industrial fishing, particularly in catching king crab. Overloaded ships, ice forming on the deck, and strong waves have caused many ships to sink. For many decades, the Bering Sea has been notorious because more fishermen have died there than in any other ocean. And although modern technology and stricter regulations have helped reduce accidents, it still remains a very dangerous environment. The combination of extreme cold, low visibility, and strong waves makes the Bering Sea a place where safety depends not only on experience, but also on a deep respect for the ocean. Number 4. Drake Passage. The Drake Passage separates South America and Antarctica, and it is considered one of the most dangerous parts of the ocean in the world. Here, the Atlantic, Pacific, and Southern Oceans meet, with no large continent to block or slow down the strong currents. As a result, there are huge waves, continuous strong winds, and chaotic currents that are hard to predict. For many centuries, this route has been a true nightmare for explorers. Expeditions to Antarctica in the 19th and early 20th centuries told stories of voyages where their ships were battered by huge waves for days. The masts were broken and the crew was almost completely exhausted. Even today, modern research vessels and tourist ships crossing this area still experience extreme conditions. Ships bound for Antarctica cross this area with great caution and respect. It's not just the height of the waves that's dangerous in the Drake Passage, but also their unpredictability. The sea can be calm and peaceful, but within just a few hours, it can become completely uncontrollable. That's why crossing it remains an intense test of physical and mental endurance, even for experienced sailors. Number 3. Gulf of Aden. The Gulf of Aden connects to Indonesia. It is one of the most important shipping routes in the world. Every year, thousands of ships pass through here carrying oil, goods, and essential supplies. But because of its strategic importance, it has also become one of the most dangerous parts of the ocean. For many years, the biggest danger here was not storms, but modern piracy. Beginning in 2000, they began hijacking merchant ships. Armed groups from Somalia would take entire crews and demand millions of dollars in ransom. Some ships were held for months in the middle of the sea. In addition to this, there are also harsh natural conditions. Strong currents, intense heat, and low visibility during certain times of the year. Although attacks have significantly decreased due to the presence of military and international forces, the Gulf of Aden remains a reminder that the sea can be dangerous not only because of nature, but also because of human activity. Number 2. Mariana Trench. In the Western Pacific Ocean, you can find the deepest known part of the planet, the Mariana Trench. Here you can find an extremely deep abyss that reaches almost 11,000 meters below the sea. At this depth, the pressure is more than 1,000 times higher than at the surface. The pressure is so intense that the human body would not survive if directly exposed to these conditions. For many decades, humans have barely been able to reach this place. Only a few expeditions have traveled to the very bottom, including the historic dive of the Trieste bathyscaphe in 1960, as well as modern explorations using special submersibles. Even with the help of modern technology, there is still a great risk with every descent into the depths. The danger in this place does not come from storms or strong currents. It comes from the extreme physical conditions of the very depths of the ocean. The complete darkness, near freezing temperatures, and pressure that can deform steel make the Mariana Trench a natural limit to human exploration. It's a reminder that even though we're in the 21st century, there are still parts of the ocean that are harder to reach than outer space itself. Number 1. Southern Ocean. The Southern Ocean completely surrounds Antarctica, and for many experts, it is one of the wildest and most dangerous oceans in the world. Here, there is no continent to slow down the movement of the water. The powerful circumpolar currents move freely around the entire planet. The current has no major barriers, creating massive waves, continuous strong winds, and one of the harshest climates in the world. For many centuries, this region has been a symbol of disaster for explorers and whalers. Many expeditions to Antarctica were trapped in ice or destroyed by severe storms. Even today, modern ships sailing these waters have to face unpredictable storms. The real danger of the Southern Ocean does not lie in any particular place, but in its relentless brutality. There is almost no respite. The sea never completely calms down, and the conditions can remain dangerous for several days or even weeks. So, more than just being an ocean, it is a natural boundary that reminds us how far humans can go and where the true territory of the ocean begins. All these places are different, but they have one important thing in common. They show how unpredictable and intense the ocean is. No matter how advanced our technology is and how many maps we have, there are still parts of the world where the sea continues to set its own rules. Some places became famous because of storms that are almost impossible to withstand, others because of their extreme physical conditions, and some have become dangerous because of human activity. But all of them remind us of one thing. A large part of the ocean remains a territory that we still do not fully understand. If any of these places surprised or amazed you, let us know in the comments which one you think is the most dangerous. And if you're interested in continuing to discover the most extreme corners of our planet, like and subscribe, because we still have many places to visit where the world shows its fiercest side.